Everyone's mad at Jeff Bezos again.
Show me something extremely racist from an old Disney movie.
Why don't you support gay people?
Wear whatever the hell you want!
Aunt Jemima does not belong on the front of a pancake box.
Every time people get mad at Jeff Bezos, I'm always asking why. Like seriously, I get it. He's rich. He's evil. He's the evil rich man. We seriously gotta talk about how much of a supervillain he looks like in that video. That laugh is horrifying.
My name is Jeff.
But anyway, for those who don't know who Jeff Bezos is, he's the Amazon guy. He owns Amazon. So when you order stuff on Amazon, most of the money is going in Jeff Bezos' pocket. People are mad at him because he spent $500 million on a 400-foot super yacht. And I get why people are upset. That money could have went to charity or could have fed so many people. But why aren't you also mad at the people who built a yacht that cost $500 million? Who the hell needs a $500 million yacht? What do yachts even do? I doubt they even go anywhere. You just be stuck in the middle of the ocean on a giant boat. I never got the appeal of yachts.
Welcome to that white people shit.
Anyway, the real point of this video is whenever I see Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates of hell or any of these other billionaire guys doing evil billionaire things, I don't get upset anymore. I just think of the story of Lazarus and the rich man. This is a parable told by Jesus. Y'all know Jesus. Shout out to Jesus, the greatest of all time. But this parable is told in Luke the 16th chapter, verses 19 to 31. Jesus is chilling with his disciples, teaching, preaching, reaching. Jesus is telling a parable about a covetous rich man, and the Pharisees come and start feeling some type of way because it's clearly about them. So Jesus hits them with the parables and shuts them down. This is a recurring theme in the New Testament. The Pharisees will get mad at Jesus for doing Jesus things, and he'll just hit them with a parable and then dip. Anyway, Jesus states, there was a certain rich man, which was clothed in purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day. Basically, this dude was dripped out, he was living well, he was eating well, had the purple suit on. Yeah, he's your typical rich scumbag.
Shape up better, my car faster, my drip better, my clothes fit better, my hoes better.
And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate, full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. Now I just gotta say before I go on that Lazarus is a real person. He's Jesus' friend. He's the one that died and Jesus brought him back to life through the power of God. Shout out to Lazarus. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Now I understand it sounds weird, but no, Abraham didn't have tits. Abraham's bosom is just a metaphor for heaven or comfort. You know how a baby rests his mother's chest when it's crying or whatever? It was a different time, okay? The rich man also died and was buried, and in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. So basically, Lazarus and the rich man both die. Lazarus goes to heaven and the rich man goes to hell, or the lake of fire for a more gruesome description.
Ugly ass, dirty ass.
The rich man looks up and sees Lazarus and Abraham having a good time while he's in eternal hellfire. Here's what he says. You need to read it to understand because this is just chilling. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. The rich man was in such torment, the first thing he asks for when he looks up into heaven is water from the tip of Lazarus' finger. Bro, that's horrifying. You know how hot you have to be? Also, Abraham addresses the rich man as son, because in this parable, Abraham is supposed to be a parallel to God. That's why it's called Father Abraham. It's very clever. Shout out to God. That's very clever. But it's very sad when we think about it. Like, the way he says son is just so comforting. Abraham in this context isn't even mad at the rich man. He's just like, he can't help him. He's burning in hellfire. All you can do is say, you had your glory, you had your time, this is your reality now. And that's the thing about all these rich people. Yeah, I understand. It sucks not being rich. It sucks not waking up to a pile of money every morning. But these rich people also work hard. And plus, if you saw what a lot of them do behind closed doors, you would not even want to be rich. You know what they say, all that glitters is not gold. Because Jesus also said, it's easier for a camel to enter through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. But that's another video for another day. Abraham tells the rich man that they can't even have contact with each other because it's like a wall or a barrier that separates them. The rich man begs Abraham to send Lazarus to his dad's house so he can warn his 5 brothers to repent and not be rich and evil. Abraham states, they have Moses and the prophets. Let them hear them. The rich man argues, Nay, Father Abraham, but if one went unto from the dead, they will repent. And Abraham just drops the mic with this. If they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded, though one rose from the dead. That's a bar. Basically, if you didn't get it, Abraham's telling the rich man they don't need to see Lazarus come back from the dead, and because they had David, they had Jonah, Obadiah, Haggai. No one reads Haggai. You have all these prophets that wrote these texts, and you think Lazarus can convince you of anything? Moses split the freaking sea! And this is definitely a great argument towards the agnostic crowd, because these type of dudes are always talking about, well, I need a sign to believe. And there's nothing wrong with asking for a sign, but these guys just want some magic trick, like, these guys want God to perform some magic trick like he's David Blaine or something. Like, no, that's not how it works. If God struck down your enemies with a lightning bolt and ripped the ground open in front of you, of course you would believe. But that's not faith. That's the difference. That's fear or astonishment. And we must believe in God through faith, not works. If you can't see that all the trees and animals and the existence of life itself proof of God, then you'll never see it. The people back then saw the sea split. The Egyptians saw all the plagues. There are people back then who still believe Jesus just up and disappeared without a trace. So you can try and say that a magic sign will make you get on your knees and worship God, but it's very hard to believe if we go by past history. I'm just saying. I kind of swept topic there, but yeah, that's what that last line means. Jesus rose from the dead and people still didn't believe he was the Messiah. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty much the video. I kind of merged two videos I had an idea for in one. It saved a lot of time in editing. I think I might do more stuff like that. But yeah, basically people don't get mad at Jeff Bezos. He's just a guy at the end of the day. He's gonna die like the rest of us. All judgment and revenge goes to God. If you keep that bitterness and hate in your heart for all these rich men, you'll destroy yourself. Keep your faith in the Most High and His Son Christ. You dig? But yeah, peace out. God bless.